USS Preble and USS John Paul Jones represent the Navy's modern warship capabilities here at the Portland Rose Festival. But they aren't the only warships here. I'm standing here with World War II veteran Frank Lesage, who knows a thing or two about PT boats.
Welcome aboard. We're happy to have been able to work with the Navy and restore this World War II PT boat to the condition that it originally was in back 50 some odd years ago. This is a Higgins boat, and with the help of the Navy, we've really had a grand time putting it together.
And Petty Officer Scott Webb has prepared a brief history into the PT boats for those that don't know as much about the PT boats as Frank.
Before there were LCS concepts or patrol craft ruling the littoral, there was the motor torpedo boats, or PT boats. PT boats were used by European navies in World War I, but were not built for use by the American Navy until the 1930s. When World War II broke out, three boat builders emerged, Elco, Huckins, and Higgins. They would combine to manufacture over 600 PT boats for the U.S. Navy. Nicknamed the Mosquito Fleet, these boats would use their speed to attack enemy ships both above and below the surface. They were also used for search and rescue, intel operations, and to disrupt trade. Two famous PT boat skippers have United States ships named after them. President Kennedy has his carrier, and Medal of Honor recipient Vice Admiral John Bulkley has an Aegis DDG named for him. After World War II, these boats were discarded and burned, too expensive to transfer back to the States or maintain their wooden hulls. Less than 10 exist in the U.S. and Canada today. A couple are on display at Battleship Cove in Fall River, Massachusetts, and one has been made seaworthy again in Oregon.
I'm standing here with World War II veteran Harry Wiedmeyer. Now, Harry, the CNO, Admiral Mike Mullen, talks a lot about how the Navy needs to be in the blue water as well as the brown water. Now, how do you think the PT boat legacy will impact today's mission in the Navy in the brown waters?
Well, I was fortunate enough to attend that conference that Admiral Bullard, that's subordinate to Admiral Mullen, and is setting up the 50,000-man brown water Navy. And I think that the PT boat folks would have a very, very good background to support the shallow water Navy, the firepower that they enjoyed, and the esprit de corps that they had as far as operating those boats. They'd definitely be a contribution to his mission.